If I go back to the days at university, and what I was thinking at the time was that, and it feels that this is also shared feedback, that many students think that the more difficult it is, something they study, the better they are equipped for something. I'll give an example. I was in banking as well. I was focused on studying LBO models and a lot of financial modeling. And I was thinking the more difficult it was, the better it was for my career. Then when I became an entrepreneur, I realized that actually are the simple things are the things that can either make you very successful or essentially make your business fail. And so my next question to Stephanie, how do you think universities can help students really learn these new skills that I would call entrepreneurial skills, and also acquire an entrepreneurial mindset?
It's a great question. And I think it has to start with embracing a different style of course. And kind of there is this tendency, especially in established programs, to have kind of very clear learning objectives, a clear set of topics to learn, and then a very well-defined assessment. So LITE courses are graded, and the first question that students come in and say is, what is the final exam? What is going to determine what grade I get? What exactly am I doing in this course? And the answer is, well, it could be a lot of things. You're going to help design that, right? And so part of it is getting the students comfortable kind of taking that leading role, being creative in how they're structuring their own learning experience, reaching out, really taking the lead and interviewing the founder that they're working with and figuring out what the scope of their project will be, and then being really flexible, right? Because so much changed, especially last semester when COVID hit full force in Hong Kong. The business models of a lot of our partner companies changed, and students had to totally redo their projects. And then the HKU library was closed for a bit. So they had to figure out how to get their research done in creative ways. And the students that kind of embraced that and really went into that thinking, okay, this is an opportunity to really think differently and be creative, they did really well. And the students that needed more structure, they struggled a bit until they got kind of more comfortable with taking some risks and trusting their intuition, figuring out kind of when they needed to reach out for more information, when they needed guidance, and when they really should figure out things on their own. But all of those are really valuable skills, I think, and will serve them well once they leave school. And kind of that absence of structure sometimes helps, and it really does empower them to think about, okay, if I was in this position, how would I structure my own company? How would I figure out this information? If this is the roadblock, then kind of how can I creatively get around this problem? So I think it's kind of finding comfort in the ambiguity and kind of seeing it as an opportunity to really structure something for themselves that's different.